I threw my sweet potato in some soil and let it rain for 3 days straight, and this is what happened. Let me walk y'all down memory lane, okay? This isn't sweet potato. This is where it started off at. Started off as one of these right here. Now, I have an Asian sweet potato that's planted in the soil, but this is what it started off as. And you see this? It started budding. Now, let's go to the backyard, because y'all know me. I do the most. I like to experiment and try different things. I'm new to this. I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm doing everything, right? All right, so this was put in water. This was literally 15 days ago. And this was a few days later. This is what happens when you have somebody as curious as myself get into anything. I be doing too much. I see all these videos and I want to do everything. But look at that. All right, so I twisted it off, put it in some water, and this is the results. I didn't have no growth. Okay, I take that back. The roots were forming at the bottom, but not like my superstar up front. Okay, now that y'all seen the footage, you know I'm not lying. This is proof, okay? This was a few days ago. So not only do I have one that was put in water, but I have two of these sweet potatoes that was put in water. Now let's fast forward back to the present moment. This was put in water. I just put soil in this yesterday. I put this potato in water the same time I planted the other potato in soil, and you see what it looks like in the front yard. Getting that direct sunlight. Yes, sir. All them leaves, it grew so fast. So, you know, from proof that soil makes it grow a lot better. And that is why I put these in soil now, because I want this to shoot up. I don't got patience. I snipped off a few of these to put in here to see if they can grow longer. I need to go ahead and put some of my bags up front, but I haven't got to it yet. But that's what we got going on here. So y'all see the whole journey, okay? All right, let's go to the front yard. Okay, so boom, this was me yesterday trying to educate y'all on what a root bud was, what a node was. I was getting all my terms messed up. I can't embarrass myself on social media, so I had to come back correct. But I want to show y'all how quick these root buds form. There you go. So those are root buds. This is a node, is where it starts, and this is the root bud. And so these root buds can become mature roots and grow sweet potatoes. And this is how a lot of farmers grow their sweet potatoes. So basically I can go ahead and cut this and put them into these into these grow bags and get some sweet potatoes growing. So I got too many potato slips, y'all. I don't know what to do. Oh, you thought I was done? No, I'm not done yet. We're about to put our baby potato slips in a seed snail. This is where you place some soil strip in plastic, landscape fabric, or something that's a good material that you prefer, and put your seeds in there. In this case, we're using our baby potato slips. Why this method had me so intrigued was because when you move your plant to a new place, you don't have them intertwined roots. Every root is supposed to remain in line in their own individual vertical space. I kind of put these too close together though. I might need to redo this, but that's the gist of this method. So you roll it up like a cinnamon roll, and then let it grow downward. And once ready to be fully transplanted, you just move it to a new place. I saw a lot of gardeners using the block method, but it still had a little issues when it came to just picking up that soil and moving it to a new place, because you had to dig up the soil, you know, before moving it. But that's it, y'all. Put some holes at the bottom and you're done. Be sure to follow so we can learn and grow together.